Even though today we are testing 3 adapters, let's try to keep it short and sweet. Starting with anamorphic in general. What is it? Yes, it's often used in film, and yes, it does make everything look more epic. But what happens to the image? The lens or adapter squeezes the image so you get more width out of the sensor. In the description you can find out how to de-squeeze it in Premiere Pro. A 15mm lens with the anamorphic adapter has the same width as a 28mm, so you are at the same distance of your subject, but you see more of its surrounding. Now, for us who don't get to work with the big budgets, because a true anamorphic lens is way too expensive, we have to find other ways. And for a future project I wanted to test anamorphic adapters. We'll be testing the Aivascope, the SLR Magic, and a Greatjoy. Firstly, general note, adapters are difficult to set straight, because you'll have to make sure that it's aligned well. The SLR Magic. Initially I was surprised by it, even though it felt the cheapest out of the bunch. It instantly looked very cinematic, for the lack of a better word. The flares are nice, but very much present. It has a nice soft image with acceptable focus breathing. But I quickly found out it's quite a niche adapter because of its overall image. It definitely has a very distinctive look, which could be something you love, but it makes the adapter only usable in the right context in my opinion. But something that really put me off is a weird blue box that will move around while changing focus. Then, moving on to the Greatjoy. It feels heavy and well built. It comes as well with an acceptable amount of focus breathing. You'll see later why I say acceptable. The lens flares are there, but not too in your face. It's definitely sharper than the SLR Magic and also has a better infinity focus. Overall, it seems to be the best budget option, as the close focus distance seems very similar to the Aivascope. And then, the Aivascope. It comes with a heavy price tag, but the image reflects it. I mean, the amber flare, it's to die for. Though, I'd like to immediately mention its biggest flaw, which is the focus breathing. It is just terrible, to be honest. A fixed frame while changing focus is not an option. With this in mind, it still remains my favorite, as it's very sharp and gives you that 1.5 stretch. So, is it worth the price? Yes, it gets you as close to the expensive look of true anamorphic lenses, and you can't get around those flares. But is it comparable to the real deal? It's close, but no. And no adapter will ever be. Let me know which one is your favorite, because I think each one of them is useful to somebody.